What's up, guys? Pitmeister78 here, wanting to talk with you about some things here that I noticed. Yesterday, I did not make any trades. That was due, there was no trades to take. I didn't make a video. But something I did want to talk about is, the old adage that I'm sure everybody's familiar with, the trend is your friend thing. I'm sure you've probably heard that a million times. Um, but what I wanted to do is just talk about, when you're looking for trade setups, what you really want to do, you want to look for the direction of the overall trend. The higher probability trades are the ones that you want to take. So as an example, and I know it's only 8 o'clock in the morning my time, market still has plenty of time to do its thing. We can see here, this is a euro US dollar. I'm not a huge fan of indicators. I only have a few on here. We have our stochastics, we got the moving averages, we got a 50, we got a 20, and we got a 200-day moving average right here. This little blue and red line, this is just kind of guide that's supposed to give me an overall feel of the trend itself, which it does a pretty good job of. It's very sensitive though. I mean, it kind of turns on a dime on you. You can see right here, we had a buy signal, we had a stochastics cross, we had a buy signal, and we had a trend change. So and this is going against the trend because here's a 200-day moving average. Obviously when the price is below it, the trend is down. When the price is above it, the trend is up. So a lot of people will say, you want to ignore the buy signals and you want to take the sell signals because those have a higher probability of working out. And in most cases, that is actually correct. If you look here, though, I mean, this is a huge bull move. That could have been easily taken, even though the trend was technically down. I mean, this thing went all the way up, 470 pips before it started to come back down, and it just retraced a little bit. The trend is still overall down, so you have a higher probability of that working out. In this case, in the last couple of months, these up moves worked out pretty well. We got one here. Every time that the system generated a signal, it was for a nice move. Right here, boom. No signal was generated here. You got another one, boom, right here, and you got, now this one would have failed. This one no good, but this one was good. So out of 5 or 6 trades, see, that's what I mean. Out of 5 or 6 trades, 2 of them were losers, 3 to 4 of them were winners. So definitely a better percentage here. But that's not what I wanted to talk about. So in this case, you can see that since the overall trend was down, the system, when it generated down signals, those usually always worked out. So if we go back to the same time frame, right here, we had a signal generated winner. 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 And that's it. So every signal that was generated for the downtrend, except for this pin bar that we talked about, that I traded, of course, that was the one that wasn't a winner. However, the number one thing you always want to remember is no matter how many indicators that you have on your chart, you always want to follow the price action first. Price action is the number one indicator. So right here, even though our signal, our stochastics, and everything was lining up, we had a trend change right here. This is a slower trend change, a quicker time frame, not the 200-day moving average. So we had a possibility of a trend change here. We had a color change. We had a red candle. We had a red color change, and we had a stochastic that looks like it was going to cross. The next day, we had the same thing. We had the stochastic crossing again, which means momentum was going down. However, price action told us that it didn't want to go down. It got rejected right here at this support level, and it also didn't want to go higher. So very small action here. So that was kind of like a warning, like, yes, price action, or yes, the momentum may be fading, but that doesn't necessarily mean the trend is changing. And as you can see, boom, it totally reversed on us and went right back up. So right here, we have something setting up for the day. Possibly, we'll see. Again, we have kind of a price action telling us to be cautious. Even though it wants to go down, it's having some trouble getting past this high right here. and this low. So I'd like to see it close. If it closes down here, the stochastic will be crossing nicely. The trend is down. The 200 moving average is up here, and it will generate a signal. So all of the confluence that we look for will have been met, and we may be able to take this trade. There's a couple other ones that are setting up that too, but I really wanted to talk mostly right now about the importance of, the trend is your friend. The higher probability, in my opinion, is that you take, the trades in the direction of the market. Yes, and I guess it depends also on how many pips you're going for. If you're, even though you're trending down, if you want to take these up moves, maybe for 40 or 50 pips, absolutely. But I think overall, in the long period of things, you're going to gain more or have better odds of success if you go for the moves where the trend is changing. So these two moves are basically almost exactly the same. From here to here, or where is it? From here down to here was about 470, and then from here to here was like about 470. So I mean, a reversal. So that's all I really wanted to talk about. So just, keep an eye on that. Again, indicators. Remember, indicators never tell trend. They just talk about momentum. So even though the momentum is going down, that doesn't mean the trend itself is, going down. Or just because the momentum right here is going up, that doesn't necessarily mean the trend is going to change. As you can see, it went up and now it might be reversing. So just something I wanted to talk about here with, the importance of having everything lining up and trying not to take trades against the dominant trend. Just all about more higher probability of success. So thanks for watching. I'll be back later when it's time to put on some trades.